If you're thinking about moving to Queen Creek, today we're going to share with you these 7 reasons why this place is exploding and a lot of people are moving here. And if you don't know us already, I'm Ryan Ehler, this is Kyle Tyler, and we are the Phoenix relocation experts. If you need any help buying or selling, you can contact us at the information below. But let's hop in. What is one of the reasons why this area is absolutely booming?
I mean, Queen Creek in the last 20 years has just seen a lot of growth, but has seen substantial growth in the last 5 years. I mean, it's one of the fastest growing cities in all of America. Because I think Gilbert's success kind of bled into it, right?
Right.
But the number one, the city growth, just because for so long, Queen Creek had so much like affordable housing.
It was affordable for years.
For years.
Because this was the outskirts.
Yeah.
It's not anymore.
Absolute outskirts. Yeah, and we're still on the outskirts, but we're not on the outskirts, right? The very outskirts. The Queen Creek was drive till you qualify area, right? If you've ever heard that term, that's like go as far out as you can until you can qualify for the house and get the house price you want. That was Queen Creek. And what's funny is I remember in college, this is like, aging myself here, kind of like, early to mid 2000s, when Queen Creek kind of started getting on the map. It was still so far out there. I had friends buying out here. I remember thinking, why are you buying out there? It's so far. Who'd want to live out there? You're not proximal anything. But they were buying houses for $150,000, and it would be like a 3,000 square foot, 4-bedroom home.
Right.
That home now was like what, 5, 6, 7,
Yep.
maybe $1 million, depending on the neighborhood or subdivision you're in. So that's the amount of growth we've seen, and that is one reason that it had a lot of growth. Period.
Mm-hmm. This used to be a farm town. It wasn't built up the way that it is now. Hopefully you can see on our above camera, there is a lot of restaurants, there's shopping, there's bars, there's like everything.
This was not here.
This was not
10,
here.
15 years ago.
No. You have your Targets, you have everything here. So it's like everything here in the community that is why people really wanted to be here now, because it's all here. Before, this wasn't here. So that was why it's grown so much. Now, I think the next thing is just that small city charm.
Oh, yeah. And just like what Gilbert had right in the beginning, and kind of Queen Creek and Gilbert, you can kind of compare them in a way. They have seen similar growth, where Gilbert had that kind of small town charm, and then it kind of grew and got bigger, and Queen Creek the same. So you go out to Queen Creek, and a lot of people coming here getting those bigger lots, those like farmhouses, bigger areas, to kind of have that small town vibe where you don't have houses stacked upon each other, right?
Right.
And
now there are areas like that.
Oh, tons of areas now, because again, with so much growth, anywhere in Phoenix, when you have so much growth with new build communities coming in, and there's tons of them out here that are still building. But what happens is, as more and more residential housing gets built, you now start getting those what we call cookie cutter style homes, which are more cost friendly, more cost effective, but they're going to be a little more packed onto each other. But beforehand, it used to be big homes, big lots, big areas, all of that. So it kind of aided into that small town feel, and it still has that small town feel. Like it still has it, while still being somewhat, kind of in a big city at the same, not too far. So a lot of people like it because of that. It's safe. It's gonna be quiet, right? You kind of have that.
But as
that feeling,
like where you just saw, where we just came in, that was kind of where we enter into Queen Creek, and it is hopping here. There's the school's getting out, even midday. There's still a lot of traffic. So
you can see they're building homes right here still. Taylor Morrison, Ellsworth Ranch, which, like I said, there's still communities being built, new build communities. So if you are thinking about moving to Queen Creek, I would say start with looking at potential new build communities out here, because you can get some great deals. I can let you know those deals. I can let you know how to get either lower interest rates, closing costs covered, or deals that maybe you wouldn't even think about, right? Getting some upgraded packages. But I will say, the amount of new build communities like that are being built now in Queen Creek have dwindled quite a bit, because we've seen that explosion already.
Right.
We still have some, but as you go now into Santan Valley and Florence and all that, you're going to see more of those. But in terms of Queen Creek, you still have them. So
next thing I want to talk about is proximity to Phoenix. Is you can get from the beginning part of Queen Creek to Phoenix without traffic in about 35 minutes or so.
35, 40 minutes, depending on, But again, like everything here in Phoenix, what's nice about it is you have the traffic, you have the freeways, you have the
Right.
loops, you can get on, get connected to the 202, and now you're connected to anywhere. So,
But let's not sugarcoat this. If you go farther out where we're heading right now, it's one way there, one way back. There
Right.
are a
we're on
couple.
Ellsworth right now.
Right. There
It's
are
a big popular road to get in
a
and out.
couple sideways to get in, but you have to get deep enough to get to those. And we
Right.
can show those here on the map. But just know that, like, if you're deep into Queen Creek, getting out of here during rush hour is going to add another 20, 30 minutes to your commute going to Phoenix. So you just have to be aware of that, of how deep into Queen Creek. And that's why you have to come out and visit it for yourself and see what the drive feels like. We always recommend people experience the drive, do the drive with us. Go out and see what the
Absolutely.
communities are like, and then we will drive from where you want to live and then head in towards town so that you can see this is what you're expecting.
Absolutely.
And for some people, who cares? I work remote. I don't have to go in. I can just do all the shopping and all of what I want to do fun-wise, mostly in my area here in Queen Creek. But if you're going into town on a daily basis, you have to understand that it's going to be a substantial commute, especially as we get deeper
And you can
into.
see as we get deeper, though, look how beautiful it is. And you can see on the camera coming up to these mountains here. I mean, this is kind of what aids into that charm. Like, this is what I love when I come up here. You got those mountains in the background, the Santan Mountains. So you got hiking if you want to. You got all this. It's got that serene type
Right.
feel.
And now with it expanding, another thing why it's booming is the job market. There are more jobs available within Queen Creek. It's not going to be anywhere near what you can find in Phoenix, but compared to what it used to be, it was non-existent. You're not going to really get a job in Queen Creek. But now that you have all of these businesses coming up, there are job opportunities
So much.
within this community. And so that's one of the reasons why it has
So
expanded.
much retail spaces come here. Healthcare.
Exactly.
I mean, again, any city, anywhere that's blowing up and seeing expansion, you can't be one of the largest growing cities in the country and not have business and corporations come in here and start establishing roots as well.
Exactly. Now, another reason this is attracting a lot of people is just outdoor activities. It is beautiful here. You're right up here on the mountains. You have the mountain views right from your house, and then the hiking, the biking. You can get out, you can ride your dirt
So
bike
much.
not too far from here, your four-wheelers. You can have some fun outdoors in a very short drive from your house. And if you're in Phoenix, you might have to go a little bit of a ways to get here if this is where you want to be, a little bit away from the hustle and bustle, because there is hiking in Phoenix, but then trying to find parking, trying to make sure that
Right.
it works for you, like during prime times, it's going to be much harder.
It's much more congested.
Exactly. Out here, you can get to the mountain during prime times and enjoy yourself outdoors.
Yeah, because where I live, kind of that north central Phoenix area, I have some trails right next to me, literally right next to me, but it's always very busy because I'm kind of more in the centrally located part of Phoenix, on the
Right.
North Phoenix area. So, like you said, you're definitely going to battle with that. But I mean, I think that's one of the big. And I know as it was growing for the last several years, people wanted to get out here because you actually have horse trails. You can actually.
I didn't even think you had the horses.
Yeah, you have people have their horses up here.
Right here, right in front of us.
There
There's
you go.
someone riding their horse, right on
That's
the road.
what you see. So it's got that small town feel, but it has where you have that feel of like you can just do so much. Like you can get your four-wheelers out and go four-wheel. I don't do that, but there's parts of here, right? You're kind of out on the outskirts of the desert, and that's kind of what you get.
If you want that cowboy life,
That cowboy.
you can find it out here.
Queen Creek was literally known for that cowboy life, and probably
Exactly.
still is, but especially early on.
And talking about life, another reason this is booming is the community and it's family friendly. There's good schools here. There's a lot of community here. And that is one reason why a lot of people are flocking here is they want that community. They want to be part of something. Even though you're further out, you can still have people and friends and events that you can go to.
Yeah, I mean, Queen Creek, you want to talk about a very family-friendly area. I mean, like we talked about earlier, it is, I just consider it like an extension of Gilbert.
It really is.
It's like an extension of Gilbert, just
Not as green.
not as green, farther out a
Not
little
as
bit.
pristine.
Yeah, it's you're gonna have newer homes. You're gonna have a mix, but a lot more newer homes, especially out here because of the expansion it's had. You're gonna have more neighborhoods, like with that kind of master plan community feel. Uh, but just like Gilbert, it's gonna be safe. You have schools. You're gonna have all the schools. It's not
Very safe community.
very quiet. Out in this area, it's gonna be considered. It's gonna be more of your conservative area. That's gonna be that kind of. You're not going to be hearing, a lot of parties, you're not going to be really hearing gunshots unless you're out in the desert shooting guns, right?
Right.
It's got that kind of feel. Look at this neighborhood to our left. If you can even see it, it's just, that's what you're getting, right? If you can't see it, you're going to have trees lined up. You're going to have nice homes that kind of have that, Western type vibe to it.
Right, we have some older homes right next to new build homes in communities. So you get that mix of between old and new, depending on what part of Queen Creek you're looking at. And that's another big draw. Some people want an older established neighborhood that has more custom homes, a little bit more diversity of homes compared to more cookie cutter homes that you're going to get in almost all new builds. Why don't you take a ride up here and we'll drive through one of these communities and they can get a feel for what one of them looks like. And like we've said before, you have to experience these areas yourself. If you're considering Queen Creek, which I really think you should, if you like living on the outskirts and you want that more desert vibe, that you really feel like you're in Arizona, take a tour. Look at what all the different areas have to offer to see what it is that you're looking for. And this is what we love to do. You can email us, you can text us, you can call us anytime. Information's below. We'd love to take you out on a tour. And so as we're entering in, all these trees, these are going to fill out. You're going to have a little bit more outside of the winter.
Gonna look at outside of winter. But this is a good neighborhood, like a typical Queen Creek. This is definitely a newer community here. But you kind of get the idea of the housing here.
And with that, we also have community events. You're going to have different pockets of communities depending on, are you in a new build? Are you in like something that's been more established? And as you can see here, these are gated communities. So we wanted to show you that there are larger lots that are gated inside of Queen Creek as well. So if you're looking for something more exclusive like that we have these type of homes, and it adjoins right with just the regular neighborhood here. So if you take a right here, we can show you that this is just the normal neighborhood with traditional homes that don't have as big of lots, and those are butted right up to more estates.
Yeah, and these are still like decent sized homes in terms of the home. Like you're gonna see a lot of,
and these are beautiful.
Oh yeah, these are gonna be your 4-bedroom, probably some 5. You're gonna have a mix 3. I mean, look at this house to our right here. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, these are.
Look at this,
and it has a huge RV garage that you can put your whole RV in.
You're gonna see a lot of new homes where you have that like secondary RV garage, where it's kind of like standalone in a way, where you have your garage and you have a second one. I mean, look at that. If you can see that house right there.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Right here, the same thing. And that's the beauty of Queen Creek, is you can find exactly what you're looking for. If you want a big house, if you want a small house, if you want property, if you want a horse property, all of that is available somewhere inside of Queen Creek. And that diversity of home, you can't find that in every community within Phoenix.
No, I mean, absolutely. The diversity is crazy. You can find something, whatever you're looking for. Like if someone was like, I want a big area of the lot to put my horses. Well, guess what? We're not going to be looking in central Phoenix.
You get across here? He's going to see if we can get across in the next neighborhood that is even a different feel. We're literally just going to cross this street, and you're going to get a different feel for a neighborhood that is a little bit more established. This is a little bit newer that we just came through.
Yeah, this is more south. I might have to just take a right and U-turn here. Right now, it is about 2 p.m. our time, so it's a little more people out and about. School getting out.
Yep, the school getting out is definitely going to add to the traffic. And that's something you have to consider too. The further you are away, the less traffic you're going to have. I mean, that's just a given.
I can do it.
And, he's going to get across. And the closer you are to the beginning of entering into Queen Creek, you're going to have a lot more traffic. So now we're entering into, these are newer houses, but the other one was like brand new builds.
Yeah, a little bit brand new area.
A little bit bigger. And here, which is cool, you can tell by the trees. Whenever you see big established trees, you know that the community has been around a little bit longer and a little bit more of that greenery. So if you're somebody that needs the green, there are some of these communities that have a little bit more trees and green, and you can see a lot of grass here.
It's a very beautiful neighborhood here.
It's not very often you see a blank lot, though.
Yeah.
That's
no,
very rare.
Something's going to be built there, and it's going to be probably nice. You know, what's nice here, too, is these aren't all cookie-cutter homes. You can definitely tell in this neighborhood, just like we were saying earlier.
Semi-custom.
You're going to have semi-custom homes. Some areas you go to, you're going to be fully custom. But usually in your newer built, like these are probably 5-10-year-old. Probably actually maybe 15 years old. It looks like they're going to be different because some lots are newer than others.
Exactly.
That's how it is in Queen Creek. You're going to find some areas newer than others, or it's a mix. But you can just tell these homes are beautiful.
These are gorgeous.
Gorgeous homes. I mean,
and it still surprises me. I'm a native of Arizona, and it's such a large area. You know, there's so many things coming up that there's still things I've never seen, and I've been here for 40 years. And that's what's so cool about it. Is you can just go and explore and discover different communities, different feels, different neighborhoods. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and and finish on this. What was you lived in Queen Creek. I don't know if you told people this, right? Didn't you live in Queen Creek?
I was right on the cusp of Gilbert and Queen Creek. And what I would love to do is I would take the dirt bike down to Santan, which is just a hop, a skip, and a jump away. And from my buddy's house, you literally drive your bike to the neighborhood and you are in the desert. You are out there riding your dirt bike. And I don't know very many places that you can do that.
I mean, again, that just kind of screams Queen Creek when you say stuff like that, right?
Right.
That kind of like small town feel where you can go and do fun things.
And if you're not into that, that's fine. But it's there for you.
Yeah.
If you want to do those things, if you want to get into those things. I have a lot of friends that, even myself, I didn't get into that until I was in my 30s. And we have a lot of people in their 40s and 50s just getting into these sports and having fun out there in the desert. I don't know. I love Arizona, and I love how diverse it is and how many things that you can do. And Queen Creek is probably one of my favorite communities, especially on the east side. And it's definitely something to consider for a lot of people looking to move to Arizona. So Let's end on that. If you have any questions about buying, selling, reach out to us. Text us, call us, email us, schedule a tour. You can come on out. We'll take you around. We'll figure out which area is going to be best for you. And if you like this video, you should check out the one over Kyle's face next.
Do it.